Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to day 289 on the free-to-play account, guys. We've got the 2x going on today, and I've already done my faction wars for today. I'm going to give you guys an update on what I use to gear my champions and what we have managed to achieve today. So let's go quickly and summon the two sacred shards that I have. We've got the 2x chances on sacreds. Tomorrow there is the Calvinax 10x, but I don't really need Calvinax on the account, so I'm just pulling for whatever other champions I might get here. I only have 2 shards here. I didn't get anything from the clan boss since yesterday. So hoping for the best and hoping to get some points. I'll also do the fusion, so I'll get some easy points from there. Lodric for Sacred Order. I think I have this guy already, but I don't think he fits in any of my teams. I'll just leave him there for the time being, and I might level him up for Sacred Order, which starts tomorrow. So that should be interesting. And who do we get? Old Hermit York. So this guy is cool for the Orcs faction wars only. We only got 2 epics here, so nothing too exciting. This guy has a revive, so if you're having issues with Orcs, you can definitely use him. But he's like a weaker version of a Gorgorab in general. He's just very usable for faction wars, I would say, rather than anything else that we have available at the moment. So nothing too crazy. Let me just pull this also. Let me just complete the fusion, finish off Sigmund. So we have that faction also going. Oh man, 1 million silver. I just realized it also needs 1 million silver to summon. I'm down to 100,000 silver now. Great. Look at that. Down to 100,000 silver, and then I need like about 100 or so points to get I think there's something more right here, like some more energy. So I need about 150 points. I'll get it by the end of the weekend. I'll get those 150 points, so at least I'll get the energy. Maybe I could get the epic book if I get another sacred. I'll open it, get a legendary. Yeah, that's just wishful thinking, right guys? So today guys, I did farm a ton of masteries for my champions. You saw my gems have been dropped by a ton. So Razin Scarhide has now some masteries. The reason that I farmed masteries with for Razin is that he's so good when he does have those masteries. And let me just quickly put them up. So these are standard masteries, I would say, for Razin, even for clan boss. Giant Slayer there, and then extending the duration of his defense down and weaken, and also the chance goes up because I don't have them booked. So it does apply for A2, but it also applies for his A1. So the chance to remove a random buff from the target, if I'm not mistaken. I think or is it just the debuffs? I'm not sure if it does work with his A1. Might have been a waste if I had him booked. But anyway, it's not a waste because I don't have him booked. So that's 80% chance now to applying the decreased defense and weaken. I'm not going to book my Razin. The masteries I did farm to full. And I also farmed masteries for Visix the Unbowed, guys. So let me show you the Dark Elves faction that I pushed today. I did not push any other faction. I have the, I think it was Night Rev open today. But also we had the, I think it was Sacred. No, Sacred Order is tomorrow. Well, the other faction that we had open, High Elves. High Elves we had open. I didn't push it at all because I didn't have the silver to focus on 2 factions at the same time, unfortunately. Had about 5 million silver, which I used and unequipped many of my champions to do this. So the main one was Painkeeper. She is my clan boss champion, and I had to unequip much of her gear in order to build her in such a way. So this is not her normal clan boss gear. Usually she's in speed gear with about 219 speed, if I'm not mistaken. 210 speed at the moment, but the very important thing is her resistance. Look at that. 272 resistance, 210 speed, 57,000 health. And that's how I built her in order to beat the faction for today. And then let's look at the other Dark Elves. As I shown you yesterday, guys, here's Visix. I farmed masteries for her, War Master, but I did not go any further than this, so saved myself from about 400 more red scrolls. The auto clicker went on for a little bit more, so I had to stop it, but 74 scrolls were a bit wasted, to be honest. Here I don't need all of these, the last ones, for her, so that's why I didn't farm them, and I saved myself like a ton of energy. She is fully booked, and the gear that she has is 258 accuracy, 258 resistance, 250 accuracy, 207 speed, 46,000 health, almost 3,000 defense. The gear is not fully maxed out on everything, but I try to get at least one set of immortal on every one of my champions, just to get a little bit of healing, because my other sources of healing were Painkeeper really with her A2. I also used Sylar, guys, with the stun set. Just high accuracy on her and high speed. Didn't focus on anything else other than just getting a stun set and an immortal gear set on her. So far 3 out of 5 have an immortal set, and I think I have 5 out of 5 with an immortal. Same here with Kaden. Kaden was like the MVP of this one. So 268 on resistance, 202 speed, 36,000 health, so quite lower. 254 accuracy, because he does need to land that decreased attack. It definitely helps from the boss when he attacks. If you don't want to land that decreased attack, if you have some other sources, then you can definitely use something else. But I did use Kaden with high accuracy. I could have gone high resist only and not need the accuracy, and it would have been a little bit better. So look at this, 202 speed on Kaden, no masteries here, no skills booked. And then finally Luria, I had to go with 200 resist, 200 accuracy. She's level 50, so no banner on both Kaden and Luria. And Luria had 214 speed, 29,000 health. She kept on dying, but that's why Kaden was MVP in this one. So you see, I built 3 champions out of 5 with high resist in order to resist many of those HP burns and poisons and fears that the boss does on Faction Wars. And we'll go here and you see that I finished the Faction Wars boss. What I'll do now is just show you the run, guys, and talk through a little bit on how the run went. And of course, as you guys know, I'll be pushing for the remaining of the factions for the account. So we have by now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 done already. So we only have some left. They did announce today that we'll be getting the Shadowkin faction soon enough. I don't care about that one, although I honestly think that I have the firepower to beat that one. If I just go down and check it very quickly, I'll see that I have a Ninja, have a Yoshi, I have a Toragi. So that's 3 very strong champions that can be used there. One other thing that you might need is, I don't know, maybe Genbo there for damage. But I can guess that I can go with the other champions, the other epics that I have, and push through it without really the need for many more champions. But who knows? We might get another fusion in the 4 months that are coming. Then we'll get the Shadowkin faction. In those 4 months, we might be able to get something else here in the legendary part of the faction. But until then, we might also have the dupe system, so that's added bonuses from there. Until then, who knows, guys? Who knows? So, yeah, let's just go over and I'll go through the run, guys. Before we get on to that, the music that you will be hearing is featured from soundstripe.com, a platform that I use with copyright-free music. It also has its own unique Twitch Pro extension that you can use if you're streaming over on Twitch, or if you're doing other sort of content. Then the Twitch Pro extension is an additional feature that you can definitely use. Check it out, guys. 15% discount with the promo code coldbrew. Definitely check it out. Thank you. So guys, starting out this run, you'll see that this team has an insane amount of crowd control. If you've seen my previous video showcasing this team, it's just insane amount of crowd control. We've got a freeze going from Luria on all targets if it does apply. We have a provoke coming in from V6, and we have an AoE decreased Terminator going on from the lead from Sylar. We've got a decreased attack coming from Kaden. We've got heals coming in from Painkeeper, and then we also have her applying the decrease in cooldowns for all the other crowd controls that I just mentioned. And we also have a stun set on Sylar. So you see some of the stuns that are applying, that's all from Sylar. And if somebody's not stunned, he's either going to be frozen or he's either going to be provoked. 100% chance we're going to have a provoke on someone throughout the fight. And if we don't have a provoke, we'll very likely have a freeze or a stun. So it's a very solid crowd control kind of team. And it's all because of these 3 specific champions. 2 of them are, you know, void champions, much harder to get, I know. But it is what it is. You get lucky, you get, for example, Sylar, you get V6 in the 207 days login. You might get her beforehand from a void shard, unfortunately, but it is what it is, right? So we go here, the notorious wave 2 of the of the 3 Valkyries, these are just insanely tough to beat. But because of this team and how much resistance we also have, the Valkyries cannot steal Terminator in the case that I put up buffs. So they can't steal the Terminator from 3 of my members. And also they're constantly provoked, or we have a freeze going, or we have a stun. Everything here is controlled, and this team is just insane. And you guys will see that all this crowd control is great for auto, but you can definitely go through with less if you want to manual this and just go with a more tanky setup to the boss with more heals. So instead of a Sylar or Luria, you have something else with more heals. There's very good alternatives. Anything with a resistance lead is going to be insane for this boss, and you'll see how much of an important role resistance plays for this boss right here. So we'll beat this in a couple of seconds. So this run is sped up a little bit, so we don't just go through this on the normal speed. And once we reach the boss, you'll see on how much the resistance helps throughout the fight, but also how strong of a role Caden has as a support, where he applies those revives on our 2 fallen members, which are gonna be the ones with low resistance, so Sylar and Luria. Although Sylar is level 60, she doesn't have full masteries, so you won't see any War Master procs coming out of her, so no great source of damage other than Painkeeper and Visix. And you'll see Visix in the end on how much damage she managed to do by the end of the boss fight. This is an insanely cool team to build. It's not that hard to build if you have them at level 60, so resistance banner goes a long way. I think you'll need at least 1 healer, and if you have a reviver, it's even easier. But if you don't have a reviver, you could still do this with more heals. So any other champion that applies a heal from this specific faction is going to play a big role here. Or if you don't have any healers, then you'll have to rely on very strong regeneration sets and immortal sets. Unfortunately, that's the only way to go if you want to rush and go through it without summoning many champions from the Dark Elves faction. So this is the run, guys. I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of the run, and if you have any issues with other factions, just leave it down in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. See ya.